Hey there again, folks. Welcome back to my Let's Play of Never7, The End of Infinity. And last time we had some good conversation with Kurumi. I found out that she did indeed have a scar on her back, and that's why she didn't want to go and to the beach or to the hot springs. She didn't want people to possibly make fun of her or know anything to do with her because of such a thing. And also, I speculated about her possibly being a clone. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. So, gonna find out though as we keep going. I suddenly wake up. Fell asleep without realizing it. My watch says 11:38 a.m. It's a lot later than when I normally wake up. There's no one in the living room. Here, give me just a second, guys. I wonder where they've all gone. I wash my face, brush my teeth, change my clothes, and head out. My destination is obvious. I'm going to Luna Beach. With the sky as cloudy as it is, it's hard to believe that it was so starry last night. The multi-layered clouds completely cover the sky, but they don't seem like rain clouds. The dreary sky is starting to make me feel gloomy. I guess that's natural. At any rate, this weather is unpleasant. The wind is eerily still. The trees aren't swaying, nor are the birds chirping. As if time is frozen. The sun is covered by thick clouds, so I don't even cast a shadow. Kind of like a vampire. Oh, not like Kurumi, though. Wait, do vampires cast shadows? I know they don't cast reflections, but you would think that would be that they wouldn't cast shadows. Although I do remember there was that scene in Dracula, the one with Keanu Reeves in it. To be honest, that's really the most thing I know about that movie. But wasn't that like one of the iconic images or something? Dracula's shadow there. Of course, one of the things about it was it wasn't doing what it was supposed to be doing. So, completely unrelated topic. When I get halfway down the road, I see Kurumi running towards me from up ahead. Yeah, kinda. There's no way I can tell her that I'm going to Luna Beach. If Kurumi ends up tagging along, I can't carry out my plan to ask Kazumi-san for the rest of this story. It's vital that I trigger into going away. I'm shocked that she guessed it right. No, I was just gonna walk around today, aimlessly and wanderously. See, this weather isn't good, but occasionally I like taking walks under the cloudy sky. Strange, huh? More importantly, where are you planning on going? There's no one at the lodge. Me? She mentioned that I said that on this road yesterday. No, but I have to go take a... well, that's true, but... Let's really try not to get distracted. It is a problem. I'm really in the mood for a walk today. I told myself I was going to do it, so I have to. I made a list of all the things I had to do. I had to take this walk. I have to take a walk. I can't come up with anything clever, which I'm sure is the same way he is. If I don't do it, I think I'll really start to kick myself over it. Well, that was a joke in reality. There's no problem at all whatsoever. He should have known. Kurumi grabs my arm and skips down the hill road. At any rate, why is Kurumi so cheerful? Can't see any signs of the loneliness she showed last night while looking at the sea. Did she get over it after sleeping for one night? That's impossible. That scar wasn't something that was born just yesterday. Could it be that she keeps her loneliness locked tightly in the bottom of her heart? She's trying too hard to act overly cheerful. When I think that, I start to wonder if Kurumi's pure laughter is also completely fake. It hasn't even been 5 minutes since we arrived at Princess Beach, and Kurumi's already caught a crowd. Hey, don't trip! Kurumi grabs the edge of a rock and peeks down at the ditch as I call her from far away. Kurumi is acting like a carefree child. It's like the Kurumi last night was fake. Could it be that was a dream? Was I a little drunk after all? Well, looking at Kurumi acting so innocently, I seriously begin to consider that possibility. The scar on her back, huh? What's wrong? Something interesting? Kurumi suddenly jumps off the rocks onto the sand and runs over to me. What's this something interesting? Yeah. Huh? Go! Kurumi stretches the crab's claw out. Instantly have paper. Oh, good grief. Really. A crab can't throw anything except scissors. Really, think about it, Makoto. Think about it. Kurumi happily addresses the crab. Geez, don't name it. I have paper. Kurumi puts something interesting in her pocket. Huh? Just now I thought I heard something. Yeah. Before long, the two crabs begin to sumo on the flat rock being used as the arena. Kurumi is serving as the referee, and I am the audience. I don't know, just from the angle, it looks like that's behind her. Yeah, it looks like it's behind her rather than in front of her. They're really small crabs. Kurumi and I hold our breaths in anticipation. The small crab pushes off the larger crab with its small claws. Wait, is that the crab that beat me in the rock, paper, scissors earlier? I guess giving it a name was a good way to distinguish them. Kurumi pets both the winning and losing crabs equally. After that, she lets the losing crab go while waving sorrowfully at it. It's quite a pleasant scene. It should be alright to ask Kazumi-san about the story tonight. I think this to myself. I'm not giving up, just putting it on hold. Just want to look at Kurumi as she is right now forever. Kurumi's smile seems like an angel's. That angelic smile has blown away all traces of uneasiness in my heart. Something has begun to sprout within me. I finally realize what it is now. It's my want to watch over Kurumi forever. After almost an hour, the crab sumo has ended. It was quite the splendid victory for Mr. Sumo Crab. As a reward, we give the crab a year's worth of seaweed by wrapping them around its claws and return it to the sea. Wrapping seaweed around the claws, meaning they can't do like this, it's tied up. Seems like a good victory prize. Having finally reached the point where I can take a break, I am suddenly assaulted by hunger. Now that I think about it, I still haven't eaten it all today. Ugh. I'm so hungry. haven't eaten anything yet either. I mutter this groaning. Huh?
そんなことだろうと思って。じゃーん、くるくるくるミラクル。
Kurumi opens the basket she's been holding. Whoa! Are those rice balls?
へへ。
Was this Izumi-san again? Kurumi shakes her head, which means that you made these, Kurumi. Kurumi proudly nods. Well, thank you. Well, then I'll get to it right away. Time to eat. Take a bite. What? Huh? What's this texture? Lying on top of my tongue is something like a small grain. When I bite on it, I feel an exquisite lumpy sensation. It has a moderately salty taste with an aroma like the seashore that's spreading all over my mouth. I've never tasted it up until now, but it's so good that I feel like I've died and gone to heaven. Kurumi, what's in these?
Caviar.
Ah, caviar. So that's why it's so good. Like caviar? You mean one of the 3 greatest delicacies of the
そう
world?
だよ。
Is it the real deal?
もちろん。お店の冷蔵庫の中に入ってたから、ちょっと拝借しちゃった。
Izumi will appreciate that. Never had caviar, and just doesn't seem appealing to me. I don't know. Does Izumi-san know about this? Nope. Then is it all right? Caviar is ridiculously expensive, isn't it?
大丈夫大丈夫。お姉ちゃんそういうの気づかない人だから。
Even though you say she won't notice, it seems that you use quite a lot. How much caviar did you use anyway?
一瓶ね。一瓶丸々使っちゃった。リンゴとなくなってれば逆に気づかないでしょ。
Izumi-san, your sister is amazing.
ねえお兄ちゃん、ご飯食べ終わったら面白いことしよっか。
Something fun? My hunger satisfied, we rest for a while, then walk towards the Viewpoint Park. I want to do something fun. We came here because I decided to abide by Kurumi's words. However, as usual, she didn't tell me any details. It'll be more fun to find out when you get there yourself, she said. We walked down the When we walked down the road surrounded by cherry blossom trees, Kurumi suddenly asked me something.
ねえ、お兄ちゃんの夢って何？
Dream, huh? That's something vague, but nothing in particular that you could really call a clear dream.
ふーん。
What's yours?
くるみの夢はね、お嫁さんになること。あ、今ありきたりだなこいつって思ったでしょ。
No, I don't. I think it's good. It sounds very girly.
くるみね、あったかい家庭っていうのに、ほら、うちってパパもママも研究ばっかしてて、ほとんど家にいなかったから。
I see.
お嫁さんになること、あったかい家庭、ありきたりな夢。だけどありきたりってすごく幸せなことだと思うんだ。疲れ切って仕事から帰ってきた旦那さんにまずあったかいスープを一杯出してあげるの。あったかいお風呂を用意して、あったかい日本酒をお酌してあげたりして、子供たちはくるみと旦那さんの間に挟まれてあったかい笑顔を浮かべてる。
She seemed to have it very well planned out.
夏は窓を開けっぱなしにして風鈴の音を聞きながら家族みんなでナイター中継を見るの。冬はこたつにくるまってみかんを食べながら風邪薬の CM を見たりとかして。
Cold medicine commercials, huh? What? That's a very specific detail. I'm having trouble remembering any specific cold medicine. No, Ricola, used to do did those commercials. I'm having trouble thinking of any, very much. I mean, I know I've seen them, but whatever.
特別なことなんか何にもいらないの。平凡な日常。ごく旦那さんのあったかい胸に顔をうずめて、夜はすやすやと眠るんだ。それだけでくるみは十分幸せだから。
Yeah, it's definitely happiness. Well, that is true happiness, probably. Kurumi listens to me and gives me a slightly embarrassed smile. The cherry blossom petals flutter and fall down, and one of them lands on the tip of Kurumi's nose. Kurumi gently brushes it off with her fingertip while giving another embarrassed smile.
お兄ちゃん。
Uh-oh, the music stopped.
お兄ちゃんの胸はあったかいよね。
Huh? Extreme silence. One of the worst things that could happen right now is the very nervous part. That would add even more awkwardness to the whole situation.
早く面白いことやりに行こう。
Kurumi drags me by the hand and guides me towards the viewpoint bar. For some reason, although the sky is gray, my heart is as clear as a blue sky on a sunny day. Kurumi and I arrive at Viewpoint Park and sit down on the tiles with a thump. When we do, Kurumi reaches into the bottom of the empty basket and slowly takes something out. It's something thin and square wrapped up in plastic. What's that?
じゃーん、くるくるくるみマジック。
Huh?
折り紙です。
And what are we doing with it?
何するんだって。折り紙持ってきたんだから折り紙するに決まってるでしょ。
Fold it. Right.
お兄ちゃんは折り紙できる？
Another choice here. Apparently I think I made the proper choice a minute ago. Wait, maybe I didn't, because I think it would have been the same thing one way or the other. That's right. It's probably the same exact thing. Probably fairly common there, so maybe he would know how to fold cranes. I can barely fold a sheet of paper in half, personally, but perhaps it's pretty common to be able to fold cranes. I don't know. If it's folding cranes, I can do that.
なんだ、粒しか折れないの？
Is it enough if I just fold cranes?
十分じゃないよ。レベル3。経験値514ってところかな。しょうがない。くるみが教えてあげよ
う。Please do so. And thus Professor Kurumi's Origami 101 class begins. At least this is a slightly less awkward class that was taught in than the one that was taught in the previous visual novel I played.
で、ここをこうして、こうって。
What's this?
違う。ここは山折りじゃなくて谷折り。
Okay. My gosh. Oh, like this?
ダメ。まず裏返しにしてから左側だけ谷折りにするの。
Sorry, the only style that I'm good at is the wooden crane punch style of origami. Anything else I'm not good at. Origami is really hard. Fold, 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 fold. Fold, fold, bin, bin. Real.
なんでそこ引きちぎっちゃうのよ。
No, it's not like I was trying to.
はい。
Kurumi pulls out a new sheet of origami paper and gives it to me.
最初からやり直し。
There's specifically a specific origami paper. I guess that would kind of make sense, you know. Maybe extra thin but sturdy at the same time. Professor Kurumi is surprisingly strict. All right, it's done.
どれどれ？
Ta-da! Ta-da! It's the Makoto masterpiece. Well, I did a pretty damn good job, wouldn't you say?
6中2点ってところかな。
Okay, if this is high school, that's an F. If that's in college, that's a D. So let's assume we're in college.
この尻尾のところが微妙にずれちゃってるもん。
Professor Kurumi is really strict. But for a beginner like me, it's way too difficult to make a good turtle out of the blue.
まあそれもそうなんだけどね。カメはベテランでも失敗することがあるらしいし。折り紙マニアの間では桃栗3年カメ8年って言われてるぐらいだから。
Can you make a chestnut? Actually, how'd you make a turtle with origami? I don't know. Incidentally, what's Kurumi been up to? Thinking that I look towards her? Whoa, when did you make so many? In a mere 10 minutes, Kurumi has folded many different origami. Moreover, everything is so accurately folded, that there isn't even an inch of a gap where the two ends of the paper meet. She's a genius.
すごいでしょ。
She's probably a genius as long as it doesn't involve writing on the paper. Kurumi says this proudly. I shouldn't say that. That's kind of mean. If she says this, I carefully pick up one of them between my fingers. What's this?
カブトムシ。
And what's this?
キングギラド。
Right.
でこれが武田信玄で、これが朝顔で、これが沖縄サミット。
Okay. Wow. There's a lot of variation. Wait, the Okinawa Summit. But Kurumi, there's one more left, isn't there?
あ、これ？
She says that Kurumi takes the last one and places it on her palm. It's wrinkled origami. What is
これはお兄ちゃん。
it?
お兄ちゃんが笑ったところ。
It doesn't resemble me. No matter how you look at it, it doesn't resemble me at all, does it? Doesn't look anywhere near as badass as Takeda Shingen. I don't know who Takeda Shingen is, so I can't agree nor disagree with his thing in there.
そうかな。くるみは似てると思うけど。まあいいや。はいこれ。
Probably some sort of action star. Maybe it's the Japanese Steven Seagal or Chuck Norris or something like that. Kurumi places me on my palm.
くるみからのささやかなプレゼント。
Something that could be taken completely out of context if that's all you saw, all the words you saw. This wrinkled smiling face, an origami that Kurumi folded herself. It really doesn't look like me. But it's interpretation. Get with it. Although I think thank you. I muttered those words and carefully placed me in my pocket. Smile rises to Kurumi's face and she looks at me with kindness. After that, Kurumi and I continue to fold origami for an hour. Before I know it, I realize that Kurumi's childlike innocence is rubbing off on me. We use up all the origami, the black papers, the silver papers, and the gold papers. However, there's one sheet of white origami paper left. Kurumi places all of the completed origami works in the empty basket like a mountain. Guess you have to fold it so specifically that it doesn't unfold, because I would think it'd unfold. You know what I mean? She closes the lid and with a snout lowers the snout fastener. Then without a word, Kurumi takes the last white paper and begins to fold it. I keep my mouth shut and silently watch her skillful handling. It's a white paper airplane. It hasn't been folded in the traditional style, but rather made using the Kurumi style's unique folding method. Unit 17.
くるみが日夜研究に次ぐ研究を重ね、一番遠くに飛ぶ折り方を編み出したの。
In other words, this is version 17.
そういうこと。あ、だけどこの折り方、企業秘密だから絶対誰にも教えちゃダメだよ。くるみもまだ誰にも教えてないんだから。
Yeah, I understand. She hears my response. Kurumi lightly nods and quietly stands up. She walks over towards the handrail. Also get up and follow after her.
ちゃんと見ててよ。
Kurumi says this and throws the paper airplane into the sky. Unit 17 glides in a straight line, flying above the windless sea. Endlessly flying without destination. It's like it's drawing a straight white line. I steadily begin to lose sight of the airplane as it gets smaller. All I see is its triangular wings, and before long, it's nothing more than a dot. I can't even see any ripple. Kurumi is happy. See, I guess the airplane is flying, forever. Perhaps an even better name for it would be, since it will fly forever, would be Ever 17. Lame joke. I won't mention that again. I don't know why, but I become happy as well. Kurumi and I spontaneously hold hands and leave you park. And the park where Unit 17 took off for its first and last flight. Well, interesting episode. I do hope he remembers that Kurumi is a minor. I hope he remembers that, because it's getting a little awkward. A little awkward. But yeah, definitely interesting. I'm definitely curious how it's going to turn out. Hopefully, it won't be awkward. I've kind of been a little worried about that with the way the other endings have been, but yeah. I do hope you folks enjoyed, and I shall see you in the next one. Farewell there, folks.